We want to invite you to take out your worksheets there. You have, I hope everybody got one. Excuse me. Wet the pipes just a little bit. We, for the past 4 weeks, have been in a series called The Road to Recovery. And it's been a very great series I'm very, very passionate about. I lead our recovery ministry on Sunday night. I have been doing that for the past 4.5 years, and really it's a ministry that I'm more than just passionate about. I don't like working in recovery just because I'm passionate about recovery. I enjoy working in recovery because I'm an addict, and I have walked in their shoes, and I have been down the same roads of hurts and habits and hang-ups. And so I really relate in many, many ways to each one that comes. We have more and more people coming from the community that are starting to be part of our recovery ministry. I've been working also continually our partnership with the Charleston Center, downtown Charleston. We have an ongoing relationship that we've had with them for about 4 years. We are the only church affiliation, the only recovery ministry they actually bus their clients to. And so it's an opportunity for us to partner with the medical community to provide resources and help for their clients as they continue to come out of rehab. And we really consider that an honor that we've earned the right to be heard in the lives of people there at the Charleston Center. And that's just been a great benefit for our recovery program. As we've gone through this recovery series, we wanted to, the truth is each one of us, we all have hurts that we'll never forget. We all have hang-ups that we'll never get rid of. We all have habits that are messing up and messing with all of our lives. And that's why this series, The Road to Recovery, is so important. And today we're going to look at step 5, which is a step that we call the transformation step. And it's a very, very important step in the recovery process. And before we get started just by way of review, I'd like for us just to go over the first 4 steps that we've looked at so far. The first one says, realize that I'm not God. Do I need to explain that to anybody? We kind of laugh, but that really is, we struggle with that sometimes. There's that sense that we're in control. And so we take on a little bit of that Messiah complex every now and then and feel like that we really have it all together. Everybody else has a problem, certainly not us. Realize that I'm not God, and I admit that I'm powerless to control my tendency to do the wrong thing, and my life is unmanageable. Step 2 says, earnestly believe that God exists, that I matter to Him. That's very important. And that He has the power to help me recover. Step 3 says, consciously choose to commit all my life and will to Christ's care and control. And then step 4 says, openly examine and confess my faults to myself, to God, and to someone I trust. We all need that in our lives, to be able to openly examine, be honest with ourselves. Pastor Tom talked about that last week, about a moral inventory. And the word moral just means to be honest with yourself, to be honest about where you are and to be able to confess those faults. There really is power in the spoken word. We're only as sick as our secrets. And so the power of the spoken word to be able to confess our faults to myself, number 1, to tell myself the truth, to God, and then to someone I trust. And then today we're going to look at step 5. And step 5 says, voluntarily submit to every change that God wants to make in my life and humbly ask Him to remove my character defects. We all have character defects. The 2 words that are very important to me, that I feel in the recovery process, are those first 2 words. Voluntarily submit. We struggle with that, don't we? There's part of the human condition that says, yeah, God, I hear what you're saying, but really, I know better. And there's a part of the human condition, the Bible is filled with stories of how the people of Israel rebelled against God. And their arrogance and their pride always got them